welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your presence. I've been moved to create a new video series. The last one was Satsang in the Garden, and it was last created. There were 7. The last one was in September of 2017. So it's been a little short minute. So my intention is to create a space here to just simply be together, just breathing and truly in the deepest sense of the word be together. So right now we're in my kitchen, not in the garden. I can see the garden outside. It's a lot quieter here. There's a vaster intention as well. And that intention is that together, may we benefit all beings. So just being together, aware of the being, aware of our essential nature, our true nature. May we be a benefit, may we be a blessing for all beings. So together we can hold this intention, as well as just holding the space, still, sacred space. This living presence that we are. So aware of the presence that is always here, whether we're conscious of it or not. There's one of our crow friends. So aware of your breath. This is a fast way to exit the thinking mind, to become aware through feeling, become aware of the breath in the body. And notice what happens. Notice how the body expands a little bit to receive the air. And maybe notice a little pause before the exhalation. The body contracts a little bit. And then at the end of the exhalation, there's another little pause. So we have this wave or this cycle of breath moving through. Again, always here, whether we're aware of it or not. And staying with the breath, allowing the breath to be an anchor here in the now, where the body lives. Aware of the breath, while we're also aware of our surroundings, our environment. The furnace here just came on again, the sound of it. So we can be aware of it without commenting or labeling it, without adding anything here to this moment, just aware. Being aware of the breath, and notice how that opens the door, so to speak, into presence, into the awareness of being, the beingness, our essential nature, this felt sense of being. And maybe we could say of being alive, we can feel an aliveness. Now, of course, in order to feel, we need to be not thinking. We need to be out of out of our mind in a good way. Feel where the feet are. Are they touching the floor, carpet? Can you feel them? Can you feel where they make contact? And just feel them. And notice that process of allowing the awareness just to shift into the feet or into one foot. And stay. What's it like? It like to just rest here, doing nothing, giving this your complete, undivided attention. So, not doing other things or not thinking about other things right now, just completely here, fully present. I saw a slogan somewhere the other day. It said, "Be all in." So be here, all in. Completely, fully here, fully awake, fully alert. And notice that there's a softness and an openness, a relaxed quality to being, effortless. So the sense of resting, but resting in an awake way, soft, relaxed, and yet awake, alert. Aware of the breath, doing nothing. Even noticing a sense of the body being breathed. If your mind wanders, as soon as you become aware of this, as soon as you realize this or you recognize, you can just release the thought and return here. Return to the body, return to the breath. Take a conscious breath. What does that mean, conscious? So be fully present through the full cycle, the wave of the breath movement. The in, the pause, the out, the pause, and rest. So 4 R's, realize. So realize you've been in the horizontal realm, in time, in mind, in form, the realm that has birth and death, beginnings and endings. So we realize we've been wandering, and then we can just release it, release the thought easily, effortlessly. Maybe even listen to it as it drops. And then return. It's a conscious choice to return to the now, to the vertical realm, infinite space. Formless, timeless. And rest here. Stay here. Effortlessly. Effortless presence, aware of the presence. Maybe you can feel the aliveness. Or a sense of a vibration or a fizz. A dear friend in the south of France, when we held meetings there, she would say, "Oh, this feels like champagne bubbles." So that effervescence, the aliveness, we can feel it, and we can feel it in our energy field, we can feel it in our body, every cell alive. And feel the spaces between the cells, feel the aliveness, feel the stillness, feel the spaciousness. So this space of just being together, aware of the being, aware through a felt sense of being. We can call it stillness. We can call it presence, the presence, not mine, not yours, just the presence. Some might say the presence of God, the presence of the divine. There's a profoundly wise and beautiful piece of wisdom, a jewel of wisdom from Eckhart. And he writes that the transition from being mind identified to living in presence is the most important thing in your life. So, this transition from living in the mind to being fully conscious of the presence that you are. This is the most important thing. This is the priority. I love that he gives the priority, gives the intention. Living in presence, living as presence, not as a mind. So living here, effortlessly, quietly, peacefully, lovingly. I can hear the crows calling outside. Maybe you can hear them as well. Just breathing together, being breathed together. Enjoying being, enjoying this space of doing nothing, nothing to do, nothing to fix or solve, nothing to manage, orchestrate. Just be here. Allow whatever is here, allow it to be here. Give it space to be. Give it this still, sacred space to be. Hold it gently, lightly, lovingly in presence. Whatever it may be, if there's something moving through your body, a slight body imbalance, or if there's some mind movement, busy mind, active, a lot of mind traffic, or perhaps there's some emotional residue, some emotion moving through. Allow it all to be here. We could say allow, we could say welcome it, we could say love it, give it loving attention, loving awareness. I just noticed a wave of gratitude moving through for no reason at all. Check that you're still fully present here, 100%. enjoying the movement of air through the body, enjoying the aliveness. There's a poem of Rumi that keeps moving through. I don't have it memorized. It's called The Guest House. Essentially, he speaks about welcoming everything that is here, everything that has come into this moment. So, as if we are the guest house, welcoming all the new visitors of the moment. An ache, a pain, some emotion. Open the door and welcome them all in. A very loose paraphrase. Shine the light of consciousness, the light of presence on whatever arises as we sit here, as we are here together. Maybe something is already sitting with you. It came with you into this short meditation, if we call it that. Or maybe something arises while we're sitting here together. And it's also possible that afterward, at the end of this video, something may arise. So welcoming all of it, allowing all of it, loving all of it, loving it. That's radical. Run toward it with open arms of love. Contrary to what we were conditioned to do, we were conditioned to suppress it or deny it or try to get rid of it, put a band-aid on it. And band-aids can be like any number of addictions. The first or the most dominant one, of course, is thinking. Try to think it away. Try to numb it somehow so we don't feel it. Turn away from it, push it away, say no to it. So here we have an opportunity, an invitation to say yes, an inner silent yes, an openness. Yes, yes, you are welcome. Open arms of love, open arms of presence, of light. All is well, all is well. So we have some intentions, living as presence, or living in presence, or as presence. Transitioning from being mind identified, so being conscious of this transition, being conscious of being in mind, being in thinking. And as soon as we realize it, we can just release it and return and rest. So the intention to allow or to welcome this transition, to stabilize as the presence, to deepen and intensify as the presence. That's our purpose. We've been given this purpose, and we can hold an intention. May we benefit all beings, all beings. So that includes ourselves, all beings without an exception. May we hold this light of presence for all beings to awaken fully and swiftly. This is why we are gathering together. This is a foundational intention for this new series, this new video series, Living as Presence. Fully here, fully conscious. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, it definitely is much quieter inside than outside at this moment. Are you here as the presence fully? This is our birthright, to be fully conscious human being, fully conscious human and being. Not just a human, but a human being, aware of the being, aware of the essence. So sitting together as presence, this is easy. Where the practice is in the living, in movement, in all of our daily activities, our repetitive activities. bringing the presence into these movements, into our activities. Being aware of the presence as these activities are happening. All the things we do. So we use our phones, we use our keyboards, computers, we prepare food, we walk across the same floor or carpet down the same hallway, same rooms, or we drive in the same vehicle, same route. When we interact with each other, being fully present. So for now, just here, here as the presence. So, inshallah, or God willing, there will be another video recording soon. A very small interval of space. Thank you. Abundant blessings. May we all be a blessing for each other.